Welcome to my channel, everyone. Today we're gonna talk about these beauties. Beautiful, practical, and different. And ta-da! Oops! Oh no. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. It's gonna be right here. There you go. Here's one. Take it out. Use it as a purse. And here's the other one. Let me show you this one. Gorgeous, right? Ta-da! But let me tell you a little bit about them. So basically I'm going to show you the video today. I'm going to show you how to make them today. Or if you want to purchase them from me, only locally, I'm not shipping them. You can pick them up here in Pembroke Pines, Florida. Okay, my dears, so if you want me to make you this mask, just let me know. Otherwise, just learn it from my video and make it yourself. Go ahead, take the information and make it. But make sure you subscribe, comment below, share it with your mom, pop, sister, brother, uncle. Share it. Share, and show me some support. This way will encourage me to make more videos like this, okay? I've been sewing for over 25 years or so. So you're definitely subscribing to the right person. Just subscribe and stay tuned for exciting projects. All right, now let's get to work. Okay, so let's get started. And for this project today, we're gonna need the following. We're gonna need the main fabric. You're gonna need lining. You're gonna need your elastic. And in this case, I have some beautiful hospital grade elastic. I hope you can find the most comfortable elastic out there. Try to use the thinnest one, the better for your comfort. Then we're gonna need, here I have from kids to adults. And in my previous video, I'm going to connect the link. You can see how I've done this cardboard. You're gonna need, if you decide to put these straps around the mask for your neck, so you can go from something decorative like this. You can use anything, any ribbon, or you decide. You can go all the way around, or you can just do what I've done here. This is a crochet. This is a crochet macrame cord. I also have the video, another link. I'm gonna connect, check it out right here as well. You can see how I've done that, and I attach it with these little jewelry clips. And place your fabric with the design, correctly follow the pattern that you want. For example, as you can see, this design is facing the right way. I don't think you'll like the anchor facing it that way, right? So consider that when you start. You can see if I place it this way, later on I can cut another good size mask from this side. Okay, if I place it this way, I'm losing that piece out. So I'm just gonna place it this way. Just keep in mind on safing. Safing is always a good thing. Now I'm gonna use my rotary cutter. Make sure you have a sharp blade. If you're not comfortable with that, just use a scissor. Take your time. Sometimes I do prefer to use the scissor myself. I'm going to do the exact same thing with the lining. As you can see, I'm placing it right on the edge. And in this case, I'm going to use a pen because it's going to be easier to see.
Same thing here. You see, I can place it this way. And let's just use the scissor. Sure, let's do that. Make sure you have a sharp scissor as well. Now we have the lining cut and the main fabric. Now it's time to pin it. So you want to take the face and pin them face to face. Okay, make sure they're face to face. Go ahead and put a few pins there. Try not to punctuate it too much because you want this mask to be as seamless as possible, of course, right? Same with the lining. So just pin it nicely before you take it to the sewing machine.
I like to start to sew from this side, not from this side, because it's such a difficult angle. You might mess up and pull the corner wrong. So that's just my preference, okay? So I like to start it from here, but make sure the edges are matching. In this case, I'm just gonna... So you can put as many pins as you want to make sure it's straight. But like I said, make sure you don't punctuate too much. The point of the mask is to be seamless. So, you see with the presser foot right there on the edge of the fabric. Go slowly around the curve. Now when you get to the end, just double back and forth just a little bit. Now don't cut the thread, just take the other fabric and continue the same way before you cut the thread. Like I said, I like to start it here in the bottom. And now we can cut it. You see what we got? So we sew them both at once. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna turn them. Now you can turn them and place them face to face, just like so. Cut it. Okay, so now you're gonna open them up. So that's the front, and place them front to front, face to face. Make sure the center seam match. You kind of feel it with your hand. I like to put a pin right there in the center and kind of flip those edges, going the same way. And at this point, if you want to put more pins, go ahead. I'm not going to do it because I'm just comfortable doing it just like that. When you get to the center of this with a pin, sorry, gosh, you missed all of that. Anyway, what I did, okay, I'm gonna take it out so I show you what I did. Basically, I seam all on the side, okay, all on the edge. Now what I was saying, when you get to the point of the center with a pin in the center, you're gonna pick up the presser foot and turn your mask around, kind of like that, okay? So you have a nice sharp edge. So remember, this is the top of your mask, this is the nose right there. And continue. I have to be careful because I cut it here with that and this is what we got so far.
And like I said, we're gonna do the edges. I'm gonna flip it 2 times and sew it once. Once again, you can use pins or not, depending how comfortable you are. There you go. Let's do the same on the other side. And when you turn this, make sure you follow the same direction. For example, this is facing down. Let's do the same on this other side. Don't worry about little threads, cut them later. Make sure you keep the same distance seams. Let's see, okay? This is what we got so far. At this point, I'm going to sew it on the bottom. Again, try to make sure the edges are aligning well. Put a pin in the center if you want to make sure. Again, double check how the seams are facing left or right. In my case, it's facing left. I'm going to do the same on the bottom here. This is important if you want your seams inside to perfectly... Hold on, I lost my pin. Okay, so this is important if you want your seams to align and be comfortable and, you know, just a professional mask. So, move all the seams out of the way and sew the bottom. And make sure your edges are aligned. And especially do not let the lining pass the main fabric. You don't want the lining sticking out. When you get to the end, just reinforce a few. Anyway, let's go to the working table again. And at this time I'm about to cut the elastic. Sorry, there we go. Okay, at this time I'm gonna clean my my threads. And I'm gonna cut the elastic. And for this style mask, because everybody have their own pattern on distance, and okay, so this is a new pattern to me. And for this specific one, I figured out, so I'm a medium-sized person. For me, the 7-inch elastic works perfectly. It's very, very relaxed, okay? It's not snagged at all, but it's not too loose. It's just where you want it to be. If you're gonna wear this mask for a long time, you don't want it to be too tight, okay? So that being said, I'm gonna cut this elastic, and this is the beautiful hospital grade elastic. It was very hard to find, but finally got it, and I ordered a lot. Okay, so in this case, the size for this I determined is 7 inches. So I'm cutting this elastic at 7 inches, 2 pieces, and that is just like that, not stretch, not just like that. So 7 inches one ear, and 7 inches the other ear. Okay, so about let me see, about that much will go inside. About 3/4 goes inside. And that's really kind of up to you. Again, when you get to this point, you need to let's say you pin once, and then you go in a mirror and you kind of play with this other size until you get it to where you really want it to be comfortable around your ear. And like I said, mine is loose. I want it to be nice and comfortable. On the elastic, it stretches with time, so if this end up being too loose, you can make a little knot, or they even have those plastic you can order. I don't know what's the name of it.
you can connect it through and you adjust it. You adjust how tight or how I hope I find a name for that and I'll attach it. I attach the name. At this point I'm going to sew my elastic, like I said, and I'm starting with the bottom one, the bottom part. So let's take it to the sewing machine, and I like to do a zigzag. I like to do a zigzag stitch right there, and again I don't mark it because I already know, but like I said, it's about 70.75 inches, 3/4. Okay, and I'm just going with a zigzag stitch right there on the kind of like on the old stitch. I'm just going back with a zigzag. Going back and forth a few times. You see that? Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Well, almost going. But you know what? Don't worry about that because you're gonna go with another stitch across this way. Okay. So, with that being said, just leave it like that. All right. Let's do the same on the other side. There you go. I kind of went sideways and up and down in this one. Okay, now what I like to do, now I like to turn it, I'm going to the table again. Another very important thing, at this point, if you want to use a nose bridge, let me use this scissor. Be careful what scissor you're using. There's a little wire inside, so you don't want to mess up your scissor. That's 6 inch. Find the center of it, which is 3 inch. You can put a little mark or not, okay, or align that with the center of your mask. And let's do a zigzag. Okay, sorry about all the shaking. So, like I said, make sure you play the center right there, and let's do a zigzag stitch all the way on top of it. Now remember, this is a size medium to large, really a medium. My husband said it's slightly small for him, so this is a medium to large woman, let's just say. Okay, got that in place. Let's do the zigzag, and at the edge do a back and forth. Make sure you get this little wire in place and you cover it with a bunch of layers of thread so it doesn't scratch you later on. Okay, I'll show you after. Just keep going. When you get to the center, kind of pick up your presser foot and turn it around, so you have the nice sharp definition of the nose bridge. Again, at the end here, I'm going to do a back and forth to cover the edge. Make sure the edge doesn't scratch you, okay? So, this is what it looks like from the inside, from the back, and this is from the front, and it's already, you know, formed and all that. But we're not done. Let's go turn it facing out. Okay, we're now back at the table. I'm going to cut all these little threads that are hanging here. Okay, don't cut too much. You don't want to cut through your fabrics. But remember, don't worry too much because we're going to do a top stitch. That's going to make everything stays together and it's going to be a beautiful finish. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to place your fingers inside and just pull it slowly. Once again, with your finger, push everything in place, smooth the edges, nice and smooth. If you want to use the iron at this point, you can. I'm not going to do it because I'm kind of used to this and I don't need to, as long as you have nice straight edges. And I'm going to go with the top stitch again on the sewing machine. And at this point, I'm going to place the elastic inside the same amount, about 3/4 of an inch. So at this point, you can mark it, because once we place it inside, you want to see. Put it right there on the edge, move it up, and kind of feel with your finger, make sure it's going up, so you can do another zigzag stitch. Okay, this one is a little rebellious, but I'm just going to catch it in a sewing machine, and let's measure this one too.
And try to be consistent with your measurements if you want it to fall nicely and be comfortable around your ears. Okay, let's go to the sewing machine. Here we are back at the sewing machine. And what you want to do now, once again, keep it nice and straight. Place that. Again, I'm going to do a zigzag. I know it's sideways because I can feel it here. It's a very important step, guys, because you want to secure it in place, okay? I care for the scissor. See, with the matching thread, you don't even see it on the front. And if you do, it's okay. It could be just a decorative. On this side, do the same thing. Okay, and this is what we got so far. Clean those threads nicely, and then we're gonna go with the top stitch here and top stitch here. Okay, I'm cutting these threads very close, nice. And at this point, if you want to change the thread on the bottom on the bobbin, so you have a white thread showing underneath, which is the back of your mask, if you want. If no, you can just leave it like that. A little contrast is fine too. In my case, I think I'm going to change the thread, because if I let the mask down, I want it to look as neat as possible. So let me change the bobbin. You know what, I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to leave it like that. I go with a zigzag, and that's going to end up looking like a decorative top stitch, so I'm fine. I need to get out of here soon, so... And this is what you're going to do. I like to do it from underneath, because I can see I'm not passing with the lining. I can see what I'm doing better. So with top stitch here, you are holding everything in place, including that crane piper that is very important to keep in place from moving. So do it on the very edge. And connect it to the other zigzag. That's it. That's once. And then you're going to do it again on the bottom. And that's why I was saying the serger stitches, it doesn't really matter at this point, because you're going to do the top stitch. Depending what fabric you're working with. I mean, I encourage you to use it if you want.
So I'm gonna cut these threads in here. So like I said, if you don't want to see all this contrast thread, you can use matching thread with your lining. Okay, so extremely cute. You can stop here, or you can my gosh, let me clean these threads, are driving me nuts. Okay, or you could add a neck holder, so basically you don't have to put this back and forth in your pocket and you might lose it. You can do this like a necklace, whatever you want to call it, around your neck, and you just drop it and it's just hanging around your neck. At this point you could use something decorative like this, or you could use a little rope, or you name it. But I'm gonna do something different with this. I'm gonna crochet. Yeah, I'm gonna crochet I'm gonna crochet a little chain around it. You're gonna see it later. But let's say you want to do this. This whole thing measures 34 inches. So now I'm gonna take this to the next level, which is build this necklace, whatever you want to call it. And I need to find something to match this. I want to use this silver accent, and I'm looking at my my thread, crochet threads right there, stash, and I'm seeing a silver right on top. So let me get that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so everybody decided on a white gray one. I think it's a great decision, because we have that white elastic and the gray, so it makes sense. And this is what I'm gonna do, if you know how to crochet also, okay? This is what it is.
number 0 lace. And okay, so here I have a number 7 crochet boye. I'm gonna do a Romanian cord, so I have a video for this and a different. My cord is ready. It took me no less than 30 minutes to make this cord. Basically just about 26 inches of cord. That's what I needed for my size of the mask. And what I'm doing next, I'm sewing these jewelry little clips on the end. So that's what I'm going to connect to the top of my my mask. And basically this is what I do on the very end. Just connect that back and forth. Crochet Romanian cord is used for different techniques, so I'm glad it came handy for my mask today. But if you want to see a full tutorial how to do this cord, and in the other video I'm showing you on different threads, different sizes and crochet hooks, so you're gonna see it going pretty fast. So basically you can attach a beautiful cord or rope or anything. You can attach it directly to the mask, and this measures from the ear up here all around, measures about 26 inches. You can make it up to 30 inches, and then, or you can use these jewelry little clips and just connect it to the top of your mask. Let's see. Okay, so looks like I have to come back here and do another adjustment, last but not least. So as you can see, this one is just freely moving, which I tested out, and it's not a good thing because the mask turn backwards when you let it freely on your neck, on your chest. Your mask tends to fall and is looking like this from looking up, from looking down. Now if you do it this way, if you connect your whatever you decide to put here on the neck, you have to connect it on this part right here, not here, because it's gonna twist and it's gonna show the lining, and most of the time the lining tend to get dirty. You know what I mean, especially us ladies with lipsticks. No matter what you do on makeup, right, all the makeup and stuff shows on your lining in like the one day, in just a few hours. So you don't want a nasty stuff to show. That's what I'm saying. If you connect your string up here, it keeps it more secure, tighter to the chest, and it shows the face of the fabric, not the backwards. Okay, so with that being said, I already done one here. I sew a little, I made a few stitches here with a pin, and I already connect one here. So let me show you how to do it. I'm gonna do this other one right in front of you. So is this one versus this one. This is a no-no. You want to sew it right up here. So let me do this. Okay, that's it. So I got me a white thread, and so I'm just gonna go a few times back and forth here. Make sure there's enough room for this metal clip to go in. Okay, that's the point. That's the idea. Let's secure it really well.
Forget them, drop them on the floor. Well, no more, my dears. This is it. Okay, you can stack them on your neck you can easily carry them on your neck. So cute, so cute, so cute. With make it a permanent or not, or make it temporarily, and you can use the chain from mask to mask. Either way, good luck, and let me know how it goes with your project. Please send me some pictures, maybe tag me on Facebook. I would love to see your designs. So either way, I really hope you enjoy my video. I hope you learned something from me here today, and please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you haven't yet, and comment and share with your friends, and stay tuned for more. Ciao, bye bye.